Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We are jelly monsters. Monsters. We are jelly monsters. Monsters. We are jelly monsters. Monsters. We are the jelly monsters. With that shit one time. We the jelly monsters. We ain't no jelly beans. We in a spaceship.
What's happening, people? We're the Jelly Monsters, and you're watching Buzzy Things.
With the jelly monsters.
We're the Jelly Monsters with the Buzzy Things and the Jelly Monsters.
My man, me, and my other man, Zilla,
Yo, my name's Bubba.
Bubba, and the Hooky.
Yo, so nice to meet you all if it's the first time watching us.
Kia ora koutou katoa.
Kia ora koutou from Aotearoa, New Zealand, land of the long white cloud. That's where we're coming from, whānau. So if you're watching us there on Bigo Live, or if you're watching us on YouTube or any of the other platforms, big mihi to you.
Yes, kia ora whānau.
So yeah, how's everyone's week been?
How's your week been?
Yeah, pretty good. Just preparing for my battle. Did my final edits to my rounds last night. Just practicing my rounds now. Getting ready to battle Lazy Eye, Ryan Teuda.
This Saturday?
This Saturday at 6 p.m. at Evolution Theatre, Disraeli Street, Gisborne.
Man.
Come and kick it with the monsters.
Come and kick it with the monsters on the main event. So come in and suss it out, and might get someone to go live on Bigo as well. So yeah, send us some love, whānau. Send us some love. Right. So how's your week been, brother? You've had some pretty cool things.
Yeah. No, I've been pretty busy, networking the energy, all the power from the monstership, transcending some positive vibes to people, making people's lives better.
Yeah.
But kōrero and aroha, and that's how I do. Hey, everything's got to be on that good vibe, on that monster vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the way to live life. Make people happy. Makes me happy. Yeah.
So look at that.
So,
But it just ban us.
That just ended.
Oh, because we're vaping.
Oh, hey.
ah,
For real?
so no vaping.
Sleeping is prohibited, leaving the camera, long time blank screen.
Anyway. Aside from that.
Anyway, yep,
We got banned from Bigo.
we got banned already
We
for
got banned.
this little bit.
First time vaping. We're
From-
not allowed to vape on camera, apparently.
Why?
Fuck knows.
Anyway, back to the story at hand. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of recording with We Let That Smoke Flow, Al Popo, Jay Waz, and my brother Al Local. Done a couple of fair tracks to the brothers.
Town.
Salute
Yep.
the breathers.
Yeah, keeping that vibe going over there. Life's good. Life's good. Yeah.
Mean, brother.
So
Mean.
how's your week been, Bubba? Bubba?
Oh, yeah, still good. Still preparing for the battle.
Yeah.
Zilla, how's yours?
No, what else have you been up to besides?
Nothing, just mahi.
Yeah.
Just mahi. Got 2 jobs, Gotta go and do my thing. Get that money, get the cash money. Pay the bills.
Get up to any fun this weekend?
Nah, not really. Just chilling with a couple of mates. Couple of quiet ones. I don't get into the rugby, so the Rugby World Cup's on at the moment. I don't get into sports really. My sport is rap, so
Your other World Cup.
yeah. Thanks.
You are now watching the World Cup.
Yeah. And we're the All Blacks.
How's your week been, Zilla?
It's an improvement from last week.
How's the whānau, my brother?
Doing better. A lot better.
How's baby?
He's pumping very.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. That's pretty much my week. Family, mahi, right reps. Whatever.
Right raps. Who does that in their spare time? All of their spare time.
You do.
Yes, I do. You do. We do.
I do.
That's our thing. Right. Cool as. Well, I'm glad that we're all healthy and doing well. And actually, me and this guy joined the gym. We didn't go, but we joined.
Our heart is there.
We have all the best intentions.
We're gonna go,
We're gonna go.
and you will see.
Praise the Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for the gym membership.
Yes.
And we're going to utilize that. eventually.
Yeah,
Get
the
some
hardest
stage.
thing about gym training is getting to the gym, eh?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's the motivation to
Yeah.
get into the gym. You know, it's
Yeah, that's the hardest thing about anything, is just getting there and doing it.
over the years, man. I have donated to many gyms. I think at one stage, I donated to 2 gyms at once because charity never faileth.
Yeah.
So giving the good
Yeah.
vibes
Yeah.
by giving my money to people that don't need it.
And the people named Jim.
Lots of gyms.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Jimmy
Hair.
I was waiting for Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, nah,
Jimmy Hit. Jimmy Hit.
I didn't have one.
Rightio, brothers and sisters and those that are viewing us, all our jelly babies and all you jelly beans out there, here we go. What are we talking about today?
Elon Musk.
We are later on in the show talking about Elon Musk. And if you don't know and you haven't heard about him yet, you should have, because he's all over the internet. If you don't have the internet, you're probably not watching this either. So this is for you. Jokes. I love you. Okay? I love you. Right, let's go with a little corridor about vape. So I was going to show you this vape right now.
Big Bertha.
This is called the Big Bertha Scarab. This is not mine. This is borrowed from a friend. He's covered it in stickers, even though this is the only one in the world. He actually owns the entire collection of scarabs, the whole collection of scarabs in the world. Only person to have all types of scarabs that have ever been made. And this thing hits hard. Now, on top of it here, this tank here is called the Hive. This is an RTA, so it's a rebuildable tank atomizer. What's an atomizer, you might ask?
What's an
What's an
atomizer?
atomizer?
Well, thank you for asking. An atomizer is something that misers the atoms. That's the scientific explanation.
And what does mising mean?
If you ice the atom, it turns into vaporize.
Nice.
And anyway, inside here I have Fruit Monster, Blueberry, Raspberry, Lemon, 3 milligrams.
Fruit monsters.
So Fruit Monsters is
Monsters.
fucking, it's delicious. It's another style of juice that's come out with Jam Monster make these. So let's give this a blast, eh?
Sounds like a train. Whistling.
Choo, choo. We on the choo choo train.
There's the choo-choo train. Wow.
No, we're not passing drugs. This guy can't even fucking inhale it before coughing.
That beast is huge.
Yeah, so that's
We
the
lit that
Scarab
smoke flow.
Scarab Big Bertha with the Hive on top. The Hive's worth $165. This Big Bertha's worth about $950. So all up, you're looking at a cool $1,200 with your juice and your coils.
Yeah, because if you want to let that smoke flow, you need the goodness. Yes.
Look at those.
And that's
Look at
what's
this.
up.
Look at those
Wings.
disgusting fucking failure O's. But that's just for you.
Can I please hit the O?
There you don't go. See how I didn't push it? Oh. Magic. Cool. Right, so let's carry on. A little bit about vaping.
Oh,
So you see how we have this amazing flavor here of blueberry, raspberry, and lemon. Our Associate Minister of Health, some bitch Salisa,
Some bitch.
is putting through legislation in New Zealand government at the moment under the vaping regulatory laws to have all flavors banned. So if you're a vapor in New Zealand, you need to go onto the protest website and sign the petition to go against her because she wants to ban all flavors. And the only 3 flavors that she wants to allow left in the country are going to be tobacco flavor, menthol, and mint, which is the same fucking thing, you dumb bitch. So,
talk to him.
so she's going to leave us with 3 shitty flavors if we don't stand up as a community and say, hey, I actually quit because of the pineapples. I quit because of the chocolate milk. I quit because of the fucking flavors that aren't tobacco, mint, and menthol, which is the same fucking thing, you stupid bitch. Okay? So we need to like actually go onto the petition website and sign that before it gets passed through. Now that law is already passed in New York. Vaping is illegal in New York.
Wow.
It's about to be passed in Michigan. I think Colorado is another one. New Jersey are looking to go. What's the date today? Tomorrow out. Thursday, Wednesday, New Zealand time. It'll be over in America. Michigan are going to pass it through. New Jersey, sorry, are going to pass it through their law as well to have all flavors banned and all vaping banned.
That's gay.
Now, if you think
that's not cool.
it's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool to say gay if it's not cool. It's not cool, and it's really sucky for you, and it's really sucky for us, anyone that's trying to quit vaping. The reason this is or quit smoking. The reason this is happening is because big companies rule the motherfucking world.
Cigarette companies.
British American Tobacco, Big Pharmacy. These guys are losing billions of dollars because people are quitting smoking by vaping. They're not quitting smoking by nicotine patches or nicotine gums or nicotine sprays or lozenges or anything like that. They're quitting smoking by vaping. And vaping delicious flavors. Like Fruit Monster here. So, big companies who give billions of dollars into the health industry. If we look back to Chicago in the 60s, I think that was the first place to ever have a person sue the state for getting cancer from smoking. Because before that, the doctors used to actually prescribe cigarettes. Oh, you're depressed? Oh, maybe if you have a couple of cigarettes every day. Oh, you're stressed? Maybe you need a couple of cigarettes every day. Oh, the kids are pissing you off? Maybe you need a couple of cigarettes every day. So smoking used to be like, you'd walk into a doctor's office, they'll be smoking. This is pre-60s.
You used to be able to walk into McDonald's and sit down and have a cigarette. It used to be McDonald's ashtrays.
You'd walk into like a Pizza Hut or a McDonald's and they'd say smoking or non-smoking.
There'd be an ashtray, foot ashtray right there.
And halfway up the restaurant, smoking, half the other restaurant, non-smoking.
Even the hospital, you could smoke in the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh,
Real talk.
So, those big companies pay billions of dollars into the health industry and the government relies on that money. And in the Western developed world, the governments all rely on that money. And in fact, in New Zealand is one of the major shareholders in the company here, British American Tobacco. So, with their plan to go smoke-free in 2025, and having been pro-vaping last year in July when they deemed it not smoking in New Zealand, and then now Biatch Salisa wants to ban all flavors. Fuck, you need to wake up, girl.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You ran into Bro's Buzz.
That's not a buzzy thing.
It's not a buzzy thing.
Salisa?
it's an asshole thing.
Yeah, it's an asshole thing.
Yeah, it's just government control.
Yeah, she's just riding on the coattails of Trump and all the shit that's happening in the States. So a lot of people have died. I think originally there was 6, there might be 9 now. They died from buying illegal THC cartridges of vape, which contain vitamin E. And vitamin E is lethal if you fucking inhale it.
Vitamin E.
So why? Why would the government jump on board and get all fucking stupid over some shit that's... The media is part of the problem. Misinforming the public because they've got biased opinions, which of course they're supported by the big companies. There you go. Big money. Big money rules the world. Governments don't do shit.
Yep, Flat Earth.
Flat Earth. Flat Earth. Righty-ho. So that's a little bit about vaping, Fano.
Flat Earth.
What do you think will happen, bro, if what do you think will happen if fucking they ban flavors?
Council probably start making their own.
That's one of the things that the
Yeah, if there's no flavors, life will be so boring. Wouldn't be all unicorn flavors and popcorn. Nothing, none of the goodness. It'll be depressing to vape.
Yeah, council stopped, just give it to smokes.
yeah.
No, but there won't be no smokes left by then either.
Oh, Avery. Are they getting rid of that too?
It's the plan.
Smoke free 2025, they reckon.
For the world?
New
Yeah.
Zealand. New Zealand.
Oh, just NZ.
Someone to buy me a box of cigarettes before that happens and hide it away.
Late bloomer smoker.
Yes.
Shouldn't have started. Don't
Don't smoke, kids.
kids,
Don't smoke, kids.
unless there's someone else's.
Don't drink and play up either. Oh.
Don't buy smokes. Just borrow them
Yeah.
And bum puff.
and then start vaping.
Don't go around picking up cigarette butts, whatever you say. That's horrible.
Don't do
I'll
that.
never do that. No way. Never.
Right.
F to that.
Next we have we listened to a guy this weekend. Introduce him, Zilla.
His name is Silver Tongue. He's known all through London. He's known all over Aussie and I think of parts of America.
What's he known for?
Rap. Oh well. Battling. He's a battler. He's a rap battler. He's an artist. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's well known for his songs
How long have you
and
been
places
into
that he's
him?
known. Oh, I've listened to him for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I had the privilege of being on the same stage as him. Yeah,
Is
he's
that
the
for a
man.
battle?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I was pretty much his curtain opener. Like, he was the man, bro. I actually believe that he would probably clean NZ up by himself. He's the man, bro.
That's a big endorsement.
Yeah.
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 It's a big endorsement.
Oh, sorry, this.
It's a big endorsement. Now, for me, I'll give you my opinions on him. I watched a couple of his battles and I listened to some of his album. Some of it I couldn't listen to. I didn't. A lot of the album that you gave me. What was the name of the album, bro?
The Black Sheep tape.
The Black Sheep tape. So I listened to the Black Sheep tape, and I think it's a lot of conscious rap. So there's a lot of real. He's a rapper's rapper, which is typical of a battle rapper. A battle rapper is someone who appeases to other rappers. That's why battle crowds are really good for battle rap. Like when you don't have a battle crowd, which is what we don't have in Gisborne, we don't have a battle crowd.
Nah, we don't.
We have a bunch of supporters who want to come along and see their friends in whānau battle, but they don't get all the intricacies of the things that we do in battle rap that other battle rappers and battle rap crowds react to. So, which is interesting because that's how I had to try and tailor my bars to a non-battle rap crowd.
It's hard to cater for Gizzy.
Yeah, but this guy Silver Tongue, I'll give it to him. He's got some skills. I watched his battle, two battles, and I preferred his battle rap skills to his performance on a record.
Did you see the one against Demise?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me. That was me. Nice.
Yeah, that was the one I opened for.
Yeah.
Silver Tongue versus Demise. Watch that. It's
Yeah. Silver
Crazy.
Tongue versus Demise, good battle. He pretty much bodies him, and
that's unfortunate too, because Demise is one of the homies.
yeah, which sucks for Demise because I don't know him, but he didn't bring the A game, and Silver Tongue just ate him up. But yeah, his album. There's a couple of songs on there that I kind of digged. Can't remember them off by heart. What did you think of him, bro?
Well, first time I heard about him was today, and yeah, probably about 5 seconds I listened to him, and no, I don't really like his music. Maybe because I like rock and heavy metal and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If I'm listening to rap, it's gotta be we let that Smoke Flow Rick session music, Jelly Monster music, or Big Pun, and that's it. Everything else, nah. I listen to R&B, singing music.
So massive endorsement, very closed category.
1 out of 9.
And in the middle you have the Diplomat.
Yeah. Pull my finger.
I wouldn't listen to him on a playlist, Maybe one song. There was one song on there. Like I think it was "Relax Yourself."
Yeah.
Yeah, "Relax Yourself." I didn't mind that song. I might put that on a playlist.
I liked his dog though in his video clip. Cute puppy.
So if you're a bad rapper from Scotland, make sure you've got a cute puppy.
Make sure you got a cute puppy.
That's how you maintain viewers.
A cute puppy.
They might not tune in to see you rap,
Yeah.
but they will tune in to see Scrappy Doo.
We need a cute puppy.
Right, so Silver Tongue.
Shout out to
Let's
Silver.
shout out to Silver Tongue. It's pretty cool that you got to perform on the same stage as him because he looks like he's been around forever.
He's been around the world too. He's pretty silly, bro.
Don't flop.
Yeah. He's mean live. Super mean live.
So what was the league called where you battled?
Fremantle Battle League, FBL.
Oh yeah,
In Perth, WA.
that's cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Strulies. They run it.
Shot, brother. Shot the bros over in Aussie. Fremantle Battle League. Too much. Doing your thing. Keeping the culture alive.
Yeah, I think they died off since then.
Too much losing the culture. Just letting it die. Shout out to you for not giving it your 100%. Just not giving it your best. You know, just putting in a little bit of effort for a little bit of time. And now you're gone. So,
What was you saying?
information in,
if you-
information out.
No. If you ain't willing to put in the effort, then effort.
Give it an effort or effort. Either give it an effort.
Or if.
Yeah, give it your all or go sit on your balls.
Go and sit on your balls.
Yeah, go sit on your balls. It's okay, Fremantle. You existed. That's all that matters. That once upon a time you existed. Like Solidation. They once upon a time existed. Hey, we're giving you all these plugs, Compressor. You better fucking buy us a camera, cunt.
Straight up.
Fuck you, Sharif.
Sheer of shit, dickhead.
Rightio, Silver Tongue. Okay, let's thumbs up or thumbs down. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Up. So down.
Oh, monkey mob.
Finger.
Oh, finger mob.
No thumbs for
I'm
me.
giving him right in the middle there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Don't lie, eh? All this out.
You get a pet with a puppy.
Pet the puppy.
Pet the puppy.
Pet the puppy.
Pet the puppy. Good move. Good move.
Good boy, good boy.
That's why I only watched 5 seconds of it.
And today, we are eating something very healthy but bad for you and good for you.
Why is it healthy?
Because it's 70% cocoa, organic fair trade salt toffee crisp chocolate from the Trade Aid Centre here in Gisborne.
Where was the cocoa made?
So that's a good question, Hooky. Thank you for asking. The cocoa was actually made in Ecuador, Peru, and let me read something. Doing good tastes great. Caring about our organic chocolate begins with our small growers in the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, and Peru, their families and their communities, and continues with our dedicated chocolate makers in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Wow.
We craft our luxurious chocolate with integrity and passion and belief, caring about the origins of our ingredients and the people who grow them makes our chocolate taste extra good. So how this works with the trade aid stuff, the free trade stuff, is that they look for people who are like in like remote communities and stuff that are making their own goods, and they give them a fair price for the stuff that they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, Peru.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have any cocaine at the trade aid shop.
No, or in Christchurch.
Or in Christchurch. But we did try and get some. So here's a try it out, brothers. We're going to give it. This is organic fair trade salt toffee crisp.
Smell it.
Here's to
I'm a fan of dark chocolate.
Yeah.
here's to the trade aid.
Yeah.
To the little children
To
of Peru.
indulge this, you have to smell the cocoa. Taste the salty caramel.
That's really nice.
Very, very, very nice. Does it have sugar in it?
Yeah. 7%.
Oh, nah.
Not a fan of dark chocolate.
Oh, nah, bro.
My friend here introduces me to beautiful chocolate every now and then. This is a good one.
Dark chocolate.
Nah.
Caramelized, salted.
Beautiful.
It's a no-go for Zilla. It's a no-go.
Yum.
I'm not digging the salt. Nah,
The salt's good.
not the dark chocolate either, actually.
I'll have Zilla's share because this is fucking fantastic.
Same.
And this smells beautiful. Thank you, Jolly Bubba for this.
Thank you, Bubba.
You're welcome.
But that was disgusting.
That was delicious. I
Also,
would actually buy that again.
we are going to try
Oh shit, you bought something too.
clover.
Double stacks. Double stacks. Hercules. Hercules.
Double rainbow, double snakes.
So, I think where's this from? Samut Sarep Kasama.
Yeah, Sarap Kasama.
Get it from your
What
local
does it say?
Indian dairy.
For over 30 years and counting, clover chips has been exciting snack lovers the world over.
Great,
What
great
kind
reading.
of chips are they, brother?
I have no idea. Clover chips.
The clover chips, bro.
What
Barbecue
is the clover
flavored
chip?
clover chips. If you can see that. I don't even know. What's a clover?
What I want to know is, what the fuck is barbecue flavor? Is it like supposed to be like burnt?
Burnt.
Burnt? Burnt?
Burnt.
Just burnt?
Yeah, just burnt. Burnt.
Burnt chips?
Or sausages?
Like
or
Or is
burnt.
it?
Burnt.
But then, you know, you can say, oh, it's like barbecue sauce. But what the fuck is barbecue sauce? What is it?
What the fuck? Yeah, what is that?
What is barbecue? What is burger rings?
yeah.
Burgerines. False
Okay,
advertisement.
let's read a little bit of the nutritional information here.
Take it away, mate.
Fat, 9 grams. Saturated, 6. Carbohydrates, 18 grams. Per quantity serve of 100 grams, there's 60 grams. Lots of sodium. Not much sugar. But carbs is sugar. Did you know that? Carbs is sugar. Got lots of vitamins in here. Let's not vape any.
No. Especially the E-type.
It's an export product of the Philippines. Just the honors, bro. Clover
It's not fucking opening.
Things.
Fuck.
That was anticlimactic.
Kitty lock.
Could you look?
These do not look good at all.
They don't smell good either. They smell like if Pringles have been left in the sun or something. They're like pods without the yummy stuff.
They smell like when you walk into a dairy and the Indians live there.
No, it's not that bad.
No, similar.
Yeah.
That hint of home curry cooking.
That might be a bad time to say, but when I bought that bag, there was like bugs all over it.
Bugs.
Yeah.
Because the bugs were hungry. Bro.
Where the fuck did you buy this bag with bugs, man?
The Indian shop.
Which one?
The one by fucking Bollywood.
Oh, well, I'll tell
There's
you.
bugs on it.
Yeah, it was fucking bugs inside the shop.
What was there bugs on that?
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like little kids' ears from Philippines.
It's not.
These are crispy kids' ears. Hey,
His
Buzzy.
ears crisp.
They are.
They are. They belong to little kids. Filipino kids.
This one belonged to an elf.
These are yuck.
So,
So disgusting.
out of the chocolate and these, what is better?
The chips free.
Fuck no, the
Chocolate.
chocolate. All day.
Hell no.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
But
Those are really bad. They're really bad. Indian shop.
How
Bollywood.
much did that packet cost?
$2.
Yeah, I think $2.
How much was our chocolate?
$5. Because we spent money saving the children of Peru from getting their ears chopped off and turned into this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Little Peruvian children who grow the beans for this chocolate could end up like these Filipino kids with their ears, and it tastes like fucking cardboard.
Oh, fuck.
It tastes like
I
little
don't want
kids.
to touch this shit.
It tastes like, you know, like, you remember back in the day, you remember Munchos?
Yeah, bro, it's
Do
still right.
you remember when Munchos you could make your own? You could buy the little Muncho things, you put them in the fat and they would puff up like their own little Munchos.
Straight up.
Yeah, this is how bad those taste.
These are a weak version of prawn chips from the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Shitty prawn chips.
yeah.
That's exactly what they taste like.
And they just smell like really bad
Kids'
chicken
ears.
salt.
Yeah, like kids' ears.
No, thank you. But at least now we know
Don't buy from that shop.
that this chocolate is amazing.
Right.
Fuck me, dude.
Right. You'll be listening to the Jelly Monster music in the background. We have spoken a little bit about vaping. We have told you about our week. We got banned on Bigo Live
Straight away.
straight away. We showed you the Big Bertha.
Big Bertha's in the house. Shout out to Big Bertha and bro
Yeah.
Jason.
We had some yummy dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It was salty. Two of us found it yummy.
Yaku.
And we ate some Filipinos kids' ears.
Zilla likes kids' ears.
They're not.
Clover chips.
I'm supposed to be the monster. Beast. The Zilla. Godzilla.
Well done.
Color.
Well done, you got that out, bro.
Thing.
Yes.
Well done. But today our main topic that we're going to be talking about is Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
You still got it wrong, man.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
It's my cousin.
I'm a champion. Yo, I was born.
Yo, if you have not seen who Elon Musk is, then where have you been living? Under a rock?
Well,
Hold on.
Wow.
Let's let Patrick start. Tell us about the rock he lives under.
he's not. He's not on fucking Facebook or anything. If he is, it's funny. I'm like,
Elon Musk. What do you know about Elon Musk?
What do I know about Elon Musk? He's an entrepreneur. He's an inventor. His mind's over tweaking. He's
CEO.
the
SpaceX.
best of what he does. He made $1 million off hats. Just like that.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Off hats.
What do you know about that?
That's amazing.
So, Elon Musk,
Boring company.
as the bro said, is an entrepreneur. He's an inventor, a billionaire, physicist.
Scientist.
Born in South Africa, moved to Canada when he was a young fella.
Canada.
Did some studies there, moved to America, did some more studies there. He currently resides in LA. He and a group of friends thought it would be a funny joke to start a company called The Boring Company. And then for a joke, they thought, you know what we'll do? We'll sell some hats. So they sold 5,000 hats?
50,000.
50,000. They made 50,000 hats, limited editions, sold them and made $1 million. They thought, well, what can we do next? Flamethrowers.
Flamethrower, that's right.
So they made 20,000 units of flamethrowers and turned that million into 10 million. Elon Musk goes on to say things like, don't buy this, it's a bad idea.
Hey, he invented the other thing too, and he made one of them and sold it, eh? I forgot what it was he was talking about because I was too captivated by his shine.
Yeah, he is a shiny motherfucking alien.
Yeah.
I suggest watching the podcast with Joe Rogan. and Elon Musk to get a good idea about what he's about. But SpaceX, what do you know about SpaceX, bro?
I don't know much, bro. So they send cargo up to the something in outer space.
Yes.
So SpaceX, the
Oh,
one
and
who's
they
gonna-
use reusable rockets or some shit. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So SpaceX is one of his companies. They build rocket ships, and they're the first private company to be hired to fly cargo and supplies to one of the space stations in disguise. Of course, this never happened if you're a flat earther, because you can't go above 100,000 feet. But he's designed rockets that land on a specific position,
Yeah, on tripod or
and
something.
they can take off again within a few hours after a little bit of maintenance, refueling, and then taking off. So, yeah, SpaceX. He's actually designing a rocket ship at the moment that can, I think takes the size of 240 something 747s.
Yep.
And he can and that rocket ship can actually have a 747 as cargo. All the passengers, all the cargo on the 747 and the 747 as cargo on that rocket ship.
What the?
So that's what he's designing at the moment. He's also got a
those speed tunnels.
yeah. So he's creating the Boring Company. Is about like digging tunnels under the ground and shit. So his theories around the future being with like flying vehicles and stuff. He said compare that to the sound of a drone, like how loud they are and how much airflow they make. Imagine that as a car.
Yeah, he said it's not good.
It's not good. Your neighbours won't like it if you're landing a car at your house,
Or he crashed it.
because imagine how loud those little drones are. Yeah, imagine that like fucking 2,000 times bigger. So his answer to the problems of traffic in LA is to bore into the earth and build tunnels. And he said that you can go deeper into the earth.
He's actually got tunnels made already.
Yeah, he's already done some practices. And what they're going to do is they're going to have like little skates that your car goes on, goes under the road, and then shoots along the tunnel, 200 miles per hour, and then pops you back up where you're supposed to be.
And it's powered by vacuum pressure and magnets.
And and batteries. So his battery technology that he has is pretty impressive. He also so he took over Tesla as the CEO at a certain point in stage, and moved them into the future with electric vehicles.
Tesla went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got $500 billion to get them out of it.
From the government.
Yeah. To get them out of the hole they were in. And then it's carrying on.
And now we're looking forward to the Tesla
yeah.
3 coming out this year, which is a completely self-driving car. You won't have to touch anything at all in the car. It'll be at the point where you can actually just jump on your phone and push a button, and your car will show up for you. Then you can get in your car, tell your car where you want to go, say, I want to go to Auckland, to the Sky City, and it will take you there. Now, does he suggest that you go to sleep while that's happening? No.
Why is that, bro?
Just so that you're aware of what's going on around you. You never know what's happening now. But that's where it's at. And so he's got the S-Class, which is a sports vehicle, like 0 to 60 in, this is miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 2-point-something seconds or something like that. Something ridiculous. So he's a genius, and he's an alien, and he wants to take us into the future.
Yeah.
And his corridor is all about sustainable energy for the future. And eventually the world is going to run out of fossil fuel, right? Because we keep mining it and raping the earth.
Yes.
Because we're fucking consumerist assholes. In fact, as I was learning about Elon Musk, I've been thinking to myself, fuck. So I've got a V8 Club Sport, and I like it because it goes...
And he burns a lot of fossil fuel.
And I burn a lot of fuel. So my carbon footprint is humongous. And it made me feel like maybe I need a Tesla. So I looked how much a Tesla costs. Holy shit. So, I've only got one, one little niggle about Elon Musk. Like, bro, if you want us to move into the future faster, make Teslas cheaper. Don't take so much of a fucking profit from it, cuzzy.
Nah, there you go. That's what it's all about.
Fuck off, he's not that, bro. He's above
You never
those
know.
cunts.
Yeah. He's selling it all to them.
So yeah, that's my only complaint, is that Teslas are very expensive. I was looking at like what a Tesla might cost, around 120 something thousand. But there's other electric cars on the market, so I'm sort of looking at that. I'm not saying I'm going to do it because I still like my, I love my blue fusser. But it has made me think about what I'm doing to the planet.
Elon Musk has been fucking with my man's head.
He has been, and he's a fucking alien. And because we're aliens as well, we need to like get on board that spaceship, literally SpaceX.
Or walk. Walking's good for the environment.
It's way better for the environment than anything.
Yes. Push play.
So yeah, Tesla. What he also has going on is a thing called Neuralink.
Neuralink?
Yeah.
So Neuralink is a chip that he's going to be this year putting into a human brain,
Into the brain.
and it has very, very super fine microscopic fine hairs that attach individually to little parts of the brain, and the surgery actually is pretty much non-invasive. So like, it won't pop any blood cells. The machine that puts the chip in is designed to be completely. Apparently you go in, you get a chip, and 3 hours later you walk out. It's considered the same as getting LASIK surgery on your eyes.
Yep.
So the future is now. It's happening. Neuralink is going to happen. Neuralink's going to be able to help people with Parkinson's disease, stroke victims, spinal bifida,
Yep.
all sorts of spinal injuries and things like that. Because what it will do is that there's a thing called an action potential, which is basically a piece of information that the brain sends through the axons, and the chip will be able to access the axons that aren't functioning right and give it the action potential that it needs to do what it needs to do. In the initial stages, what it will do though is it'll actually help people who have sort of bionic limbs and different prostheses to control their prosthesis. Neuralink is going to be something in the future where we're all like a colony, all thinking for the greater good, the greater human good.
You think the Neuralink technology will be able to stop you from smoking? Possibly, eh?
Possibly. Yep.
It could stop addictions, depression.
Yeah, it could be completely amazing in the future.
Yeah.
Well, like any technology, there's always updates. There's always something new coming along. So, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It might heal a lot of ailments that humans deal with. Anything brain related, anyway.
I'd have to see it. Like years of it before I even thought of trying to get that.
Yeah, well, if you go onto YouTube and you type in Elon Musk Neuralink, he has his entire presentation there with all his scientists and all his geeks and nerds talking about everything that they're doing, and how safe it is and the future of it and what's possible. Really fucking interesting stuff.
Elon Musk, brother.
So Elon Musk, shout out to you, brother,
Can preserve our life.
because you're the
Please.
fucking man. Well, basically what he was talking about in the Joe Rogan podcast is that eventually your entire, where AI is going, your entire who you are, your thoughts, your brain,
Your
can be
conscience.
transported into something else.
Yes.
So when you die, you can just upload yourself to something else.
Just like that program we
And
watched.
then you carry on, just like that program we watched with Black Mirror. So if you watch Black Mirror,
And the other one.
electric,
Ah,
Would it
when
actually
they live in the
be?
sky.
the fucking movie.
Yeah. That was, I think it was Netflix.
Yeah, Altered
series.
Carbon.
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon, where they have different
Oh,
sleeves.
yeah,
so they put their
sleeves and
consciousness
shit.
in sleeves. You seen that? Altered
No.
Carbon? Altered Carbon, good movie.
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon 2's coming
Watch
out
it.
soon too.
Oh, that's the future. It's Elon
Netflix.
Musk.
If you have Netflix, yeah.
That's all Elon Musk. Eh?
So everyone asks Elon Musk questions like, "Oh, when are we gonna all be flying around in cars and shit?"
Yeah.
And he just like, "Nah, we're better off going underground."
Yeah, you might as well put wheels on a helicopter. Eh?
Yeah, and eventually I think
That's what he said.
Yeah, if you want to
Drive
fly
a helicopter.
drive around and put wheels on a helicopter. So like, I picture eventually like everyone living in like Tiki Taki Land, Lego World, where you just sort of like
And cut
you come up and you come up at your house, and then you like take off on a tunnel, and all electric, no carbon fuels, no emissions.
Yeah, vacuum pressure.
That's the future, and we're not going to be here to see that, but we're going to see it start.
Oh, if you're uploading your thoughts into a
Yeah, well, if that comes around in the next fucking 30, 40 years, we might be in with a chance. Other than that, us old motherfuckers aren't going to see that happen. But, yeah. So shout out to Elon Musk, bro. That's 5. You're the fucking man. You're the fucking man.
Yeah, sit down and have lunch one day.
Yeah, you're a clever cunt.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Apparently I heard, and it's just, hearsay, when he has business meetings, he takes people to McDonald's.
I like McDonald's.
He's a billionaire.
I'll have a double quarter pounder combo, please. Elon
You
Musk.
text them to McDonald's.
Yep.
Massive.
But I was also watching this other shit about the amount of water that goes into making a burger patty and the amount of carbon emissions that come from the burgers. Like, just by buying a cheeseburger, how much damage you are contributing to. Interesting shit. Look into that yourself.
Yeah. Watching too much information and can fuck with people's minds too. Thinking about when you it loses all kiddiness. Yeah.
Nah, this keeps us young. Learning about the future and being excited about what's the potential for the future. It keeps us young. Information in, information out. I'm sure we've listened to the song like 450 times, bro. Like,
Who sings the song?
Shoot the DJs. The Jelly Monsters. So yeah, that's another episode of Buzzy Things with the Jelly Monsters. Apologies for his constant coughing and
His constant rambling.
And I have just been pretty much down the middle. Just down the middle. Shout out to the brothers we let that smoke flow. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to all the ghosts that you talk to, my Pops.
Shout out to Elon Musk for buying us a camera.
Shout out to all my girls. You know who you are. Love you.
Shout out to all his girls. So that's us.
Next week, we'll be talking about the birds and the bees.
Next week, we're going to be talking about... What are we talking about next week?
We're going to be talking about snacks. Nah.
Well, next week, we'll definitely be talking about my battle that I did.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be definitely talking about what's coming up in Gisborne in terms of the Tuia Music Arts Festival that's happening over a couple of weeks here in the Tairāwhiti region. We'll be talking about the wakas that's coming in, the endeavour that's coming here, what that means in terms of cultural, historical stories, and the fact that I'm DJing the Te Aotearoa Whānau Kite Day at the Sound Show on the 5th from 12 to 5.
Battle this Saturday.
Battle this Saturday.
Be there.
Or be
Circle.
Triangle.
or be flat earth.
Or sideways earth.
Right. That's us.
Let's go.
Fuck yous.
I'm Zilla.
And I'm Bubba.
And I'm Joseph.
And me and him are the Jelly Monsters. Let's try that again.
I'm Zilla.
I'm Bubba.
I'm Hooky.
And
And
we are the Jelly
Monsters.
Monsters.
Monsters! Get my skinny soda. I don't have one. Prostration.
Yeah.
Interesting name. Word.
It's like little kids' ears from Philippines.
It's not.
These are crispy kids' ears. Hey,
Kids'
Buzzy.
ears crisp.
They are.
They are.
Over the years, man, I have donated to many gyms. I think it,
Jesus, have your hand on our beautiful sisters as we praise them unto you. Monsters.
Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord, for these beautiful creatures.
Beautiful creatures.
Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord, for these beautiful creatures.
Hallelujah.
Thank the Lord. Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Thank you, Lord, for these
Beautiful creatures.